Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of NRL Fantasy Fanatics. Today's podcast will just be me, Callan Jensen, as the host, as Will has a commitment come up pretty late and he can't make it on the show today. But the bye affected round was an interesting one. My side played with ten players. I thought I'd sort of hold ranks maybe, but I dropped a lot of ranks. So wasn't a good idea from me, but there was some standouts, especially this game. This game was a great one. I love watching that on Friday night. It was an awesome cracker of a game. We see Storm get up, which was yeah, I'd rather Dolphins get up over the Storm. But Jerome Hughes an absolute standout. Will has massive raps on him with these 74 points. He said he's a captaincy option this week, and he 100% was. We expected something big out of him. A try, two try assists, like decent tackles. Not many. A couple negatives, eight negatives in there, but kick me is also boosting. He scored a 74. Absolutely cracking game. I see as him a buy for the run home, unless he may get injured, but hopefully not. He stays clear of that. He's had a pretty injury affected season, but it's good to see him getting back playing some good footy now. And I think he's definitely a guy you can pick up for the run home. Looking down, another guy I could see as a 50 average over the run home, but could have some skyrocketing scores as Jermaine Osako is definitely a risk you can take to gain some ranks throughout the weeks. As we know, he can go in for a couple of tries and boost those scores to 60. And we know when the Dolphins are on a roll, he loves kicking those goals and getting those boosted points. But you could take the risk at 550K. I think he could be a good downgrade option. If you want to downgrade any guys like James Tedesco or something, which I don't think you should, but like if you have any one you want to downgrade or maybe like a cheapie to upgrade, Jermaine Osaka could be a play to cover you a wing fullback in round 19. So he's been playing pretty he's playing all right of recent with the 42.6 average. He could be looking like a buy. Josh King, I think he's go through the keeper a try. He played a lot of minutes this week, but I just don't think Eli Katoa. I don't see as him he could still be as a buy going home on the run home. We see all base there, 52 points. If you chuck in a try, you can always get those score boosted up to a 70. We know of how much of a weapon he is and how good he is on the edge. I still reckon he is a buy at 727K. You can definitely, if you have the money there, but if you even have the money for David Feet, I think he's even a better option. But Trey Fuller, you definitely hold him to round 19. Definitely not a pickup. Jermaine Osaka, if you want a guy for round 19, he'll be the go there. But he's been awesome, so definitely keep there. A keeper there. Tyron Wishart, we'll see what happens with Munster and how long he takes with that niggling groin issue, but he's been awesome this year. We see 49 with a try, a lot of tackles, but yeah, not many tackle busts there or try assist or line breaks there, which sometimes you can expect from Tyrone Wishart, which I definitely think he's definitely a massive hole in my opinion. Until you see those guys start to come back, we want him to make as much cash as possible, and that break even's just perfect for that. Looking at Ewan Aiken now, 48. He played in the centers, but I still think he's a good edge and center option. I brought him in 2 weeks ago. He hasn't done too much for me, but I still think with the Dolphins with one more bye, I think he's an awesome option there. If he keeps getting back to that form he was playing on the edge, Sean Bloy, he's had a roller coaster year. I just reckon leave him through the keeper, honestly. JMK, Jerry Marshall King, a guy I want to talk about, 46. Doesn't have any try assist or try in there. He can nudge over for one and does like a try assist, but once he starts to get those attacking stats and hopefully not as many missed tackles, he can be an absolute threat, scoring 60s to 50s. We saw that with the 70 a couple of weeks back. But Trent Arrow through to the keeper in my opinion, but Maxi Plath, I definitely think he's a hold. Only 38 tackles. Like the base is there, but you could expect more from there in base. And then he can go for a try. It's definitely a hold Maxi Plath. I don't think he'll rocket money, but Jack Howarth, I just don't think it's time for a cheapie like him, unless you have 11 trades, in my opinion, or something ridiculous. Yeah, I just think that position he'll struggle to hold that position. So yeah, Willie Warbrick, great game from him. Just don't see as a pick up. Moving down, most of these guys through to the keeper. Herbie Farnworth, if you had him, he's definitely a hold, but I don't think he is a buy in my opinion. Oops, sorry about the lighting. I don't think he's a buy in my opinion. I think I think he's just been fluctuating too much. And if you've spent the 703K, you've spent it on him. but we know he's tackle busting form, but I just don't think we'll see that every single week from Herbie. Moving to Pappy, I don't think you see him as a buy, but if you did buy him, he's definitely a hold. You could take the absolute risk on him if you want to take a risk with doing fullbacks and you're trying to gain as many ranks as possible. We know he can get those 60s in game, but to try saver for only 33, just not really going to cut it a lot. And only eight negatives as well, no negatives as well. So yeah, I just don't think see Pappy as a buy anymore. Moving down, good to see Tavita Pangai Jr. back. I see for longer a sell um now with Pappy back, but see if he can play for, on the wing for Coates. But I definitely see he was going to sell this week or maybe or upcoming soon if he doesn't hold that position. It was unfortunate with the HIA though. Nick Meaney didn't have a good one. Definitely left through the keeper and poor Jack Boxstock. That was an ugly concussion. Moving on to the next game, we did see the Titans absolutely demolish the Warriors in the triple header on Saturday. Jaden Campbell, oh, he's looking like an absolute good buy. I was thinking of bringing him as a wing fullback, but yeah, 73K. I just don't see him a buy anymore, in my opinion. Same as Kinney. They've been tearing up. Kinney has, so just with that price rise, I just don't think it's there, and especially with who especially with a couple guys back on the shoulder. AJ Brimson, there we go. I finally got it. Coming back into the side soonish. See what happens with him. Yeah, one of them could lose their position. And Campbell was an absolute weapon at 5'8", but I just don't see them as buy anymore. Um, yeah, awesome games for those two. Aliofi Khan Pereira, 4 tries for a 69. Yeah, just score fluctuates too much. Don't see him for the run home. Kieran Foran had a good one, but he's very fluctuated as well this week. Um, Chris Randall let him go through the keeper, not a buy in my opinion. David Feeder still was a buy, I reckon. He's been averaging those 60s week in, week out and could be a captaincy option. Like absolute weapon, tackle busting freak. A line break too, you can expect that from the man, the myth, the legend. Yeah. Aaron Clark, if you can keep that PPM, he could be an absolute beast of a pickup. It's just the run home, you want guys to hold their positions, and that could be interesting. Tohu, yeah, he's lost a lot of money down to 646K. Personally, if I was going to pick him up, I'd give him one more week and watch how he goes because uh we know that um Dylan Walker can rip a lot of minutes off him, which he hasn't been playing his full 80s like he does. He's an absolute workhorse out on the field. But yeah, Sam Verrills, just a good game from him, leading through to the keeper. Both firmers be playing some good footy, but a lot of attacking stats there for an edge at 684K. I let him go through the keeper. Moving down, Fanua Blake, a disappointing one. Not too much to take out of this game. I was just an absolute whitewash and just not a fantasy display to watch in this game. Yeah, unlucky for Roger. He's going to start skyrocketing in price, decreasing in price. So I reckon give him a week and maybe he could be a good pickup for the run home, as we know he could be a center averaging 40. But Terrell May here, we knew he was going to have those fluctuating scores. Sometimes you just got to cop him on the chin if you did sell him. But I definitely think he was a sell at the time and not a pickup with his price. But Teddy Tedesco, he's been awesome. Um, do we still see him as a pickup? I do still see him as a pickup, in my opinion. I still think he's got money to make and he can average these 60s like 13 tackle busts. He played a real base game here just with the one line break. So I think he's just awesome game. Kiraz, oh, he's been awesome this year. Like I didn't pick him up cheap, but yeah, he's definitely a hold, not a buy in my opinion, just at that price. Skelton played an absolute ripper of a game. I just don't see him getting a rip every single week. That shot was deadly. But moving down, not much more to look at here. Brandon Smith also getting back to 40, 46. I don't still see his pickup, but Reed Marnie just had a disappointing game there with a lot of negatives, but you expect that from Marnie. I still think he's a pickup maybe at 696K. He'll lose a tad bit of money, but yeah. Max King, an interesting one, 41. You still take that. He's fluctuated a little bit, just didn't get to his 1 ppm was we always expect it to. But yeah, expect some still big scores from Max King. Move down. Good to see Kick Out back. Just don't see as an option. Salmon, he's definitely a hold for now until the end of the buy period. If you still have him, and disappointing one for Joey Manu. I don't see him. He could start to be a pickup with that losing cash, but I'd give him a week and just watch. We keep going down. Not much more to look at with Burden struggling on the wing net and also Dom Young, 27. A lot of people were also looking at him as a sneaky pickup, but 621K now. I just think leave him, in my opinion. Keep getting and Suolong and Tupinua back playing, but Victor Radley, we talked a lot about him. Fanshawe was high on him. Luckily, I don't think he picked him up, but just didn't have a disappointing one. I just had disappointing one, not too many tackles, didn't run too much. So yeah, keep moving down. Turpin taking a bit of. I think he played throughout the middle. If yeah, he played a bit through the middle and then took 10 minutes off Reed Marnie, which is not too bad. Yeah, and that's about it in that game. Was not one of my favorite games. So yeah, Rabbitohs Eagles. The Rabbits 5 on the trot now. Damien Cook could be looking like a stud of a pickup if you have the cash. He's playing some awesome footy, but I don't know if he will get that run if Reece Robson still keeps playing good footy. But Clonmelatungi, I think his time has ended, but you could keep him at the edge position. I don't think he's a pickup just with his price, and also Cam Murray making his way back into the side after Origin, so won't be able to hold that position. Cody Walker's getting back up in price. Don't see him a pickup, but yeah. Lukey Brooks, is it his time to jump on him? Is it our time? 528K could be looking like a two-way option there. You could go for it all with Lukey Brooks. We know he can do awesome. Like it was pretty base that game, except for that try saver with the Eagles not even scoring points and him getting 52. It's positive signs. Moving down, Jai Arrow was really good. Not seeing him as a pickup. In my opinion, keep moving down. Not too much more to look at. Burbo 41, it's solid all base. Like he's definitely a hold in my opinion. Jake Simpkin 38. If you had him, he's definitely a hold. A lot of negatives in there, but you look at those tackles, he did awesome. We know he can be a PPM beast, so I think he's definitely a hold if you did bring him in. And Wyden, still don't think he's a buy. Just going to fluctuate too much on the run home. Cooler, definitely sell him if you still have him. Otherwise, moving down, nothing much more. Yeah, so move on. To the final game. Wow, Appy Coruscant playing at that 7 now. If he doesn't, I think he could also be a nice option gaining money if he can hold that 7 positions. So I'm gonna wait till teamless before I maybe might jump on him like 88. He was awesome. He's kicking goals now with a try, assist, and a try. We know he can do that at 7. He was awesome last year at the 7 role. Oh, was he playing 7? No, he wasn't actually. Sorry. Um, he was playing at hooker. Yeah, if he can keep these up with 2 try assists and a try and the ball playing that he's been doing, and if he keeps that kicking role, yeah, he could be awesome. Couple dots out of dummy half, yeah, which is good. But Galvin, if you still have him, keep him. Don't think he's a buy at that skyrocketing price. I can't believe I sold him. I should have just waited the week, 2 weeks or week on him. Yeah, absolute crack of a game. Scored his first try. Good on him. Tarpany could be looking like another buy. 738K. I think that's pretty cheap for Tarpany. He's at an 800K guy, so 74 is huge for him with the massive PPM beast. I could also go for it over for a try. So yeah, definitely boosted with the 3 offloads on hands, but can expect that from him. Moving down, Adam Dewey, cracker of a game. Don't see him as a buy at 638K. If he can maybe hold up that a couple tries and a try assist, like he did through the centers, he could be a risky option, but like that's only just to gain huge ranks if you want to. But Samuel Ifanu, he was an awesome pickup. I still think he might still be a pickup if he can hold those positions there with Bateman and IPAPs coming back in. Yeah, could see Fainu losing a couple minutes. But Stefano, yeah, I just see him as a very fluctuating player without a try or anything. He had a try and a line break there for 52, which really boosted his score, which was, yeah, I don't see him as a pickup in my opinion. But KO Weeks, he's still killing it. But another guy that could be a pickup, Ventures, Will's been talking to me about is Dream Buller. I'm gonna keep my eye on him for the next 2 weeks. If he can hold these 40s, we know he can definitely go big with these 60s like we saw last year. So yeah. Otherwise, Rapana, I still think he could be an awesome pickup. We know he can go 60s. He had a lot of negatives in this game, but yeah, I think he can go 50 to 60 type player for 508K. I think that's a snag. So I'm gonna watch him too. I think at the moment there's no screaming buys to me throughout this round. So I was just gonna watch and keep my eye out and hold these trades. Ethan Strange, he had a try, a lot of negatives there. Still a hold in my opinion. Safe unluckily to get Safe just downgrade score there with being put in the bin. So yeah. Is that Luciano Leilua? Yeah, oh Luke Leilua, another one of the Lewis. Bring back old Luch Leilua. Um, yeah, that's it. Timoko, he could be looking like an absolute screamer of a buy running into the end if you want to get rid of those cheapies for a guy like Matt Timoko, because we know what he can do. Yeah. So we'll just have a quick look at my side at the moment. Sorry about the lag, guys. If this browser's not gonna work, we'll try here. Or NRL Fantasy has logged me out, but yeah, issues there. But I played with 10. I lost a lot of ranks. I went from 2,400 down to 5,200. So definitely round 19, I'm gonna try and stack a full team and gain some more ranks there. And I made some move over these in between origin periods. I've been making some moves. I made 6,000 ranks, I think. So yeah, moving well with the side. Just a bit disappointed. I just played 10. It was dumb moves, just trying to hold trades at the moment. But yeah, um, advice for your fantasy teams. I'm definitely trying to hold your trades before here. Even playing with 16, that's fine. But anything below, you're definitely trying to move plays in and out where. But you definitely want to look at those guys if you're going to trade in anyone to those keepers that are going to hold their position. So yeah, I think find guys that'll hold their position and save those trades, guys. Yeah, thanks for watching, Legends. Catch you later.